Mike, why don't we start with you? Let's pass it down, Coach, to get your thoughts on the game and the mini game.
It's entertaining, at least again. Yeah, words don't describe it, but the perseverance and the guts you have for these guys, especially that mini game. Unfortunately, there was no doubt, and I wasn't seeing modest or anything like that. But we never once panicked, and we knew we'd have our opportunities, and we sent her out. So definitely.
Okay, let's open it up for questions for Coach and the players.
What was the feeling again in the mini game? You're down 2-0, just like in the start of game 2, you fall down 2-0. But again, you come back, and as pointed out, you never trailed at the end of any period.
Yeah, no, like I say, we do have our opportunities again. It was just a matter of, like I say, hoping they dropped, and Pointer had a big one, and Jade out there got a squeaker, and hey, and then the next one was even bigger. So it was a gutsy effort. Like I say, we could have folded our tent, but that's how these guys are about. So it was great.
Mike, talk about the focus you saw in your team, knowing that the three-peat could be yours, especially after game 1.
You know, that's never been a part of our dressing room right from the get-go. It's always been about working hard, and like I say, results come from hard work, and that was our focus, just going out there and playing 60 minutes and trying to give us an opportunity to play another 10, and that's all we did. We focused on that, and it was just, like I say, moment to moment, and hey, we played well, and now we can enjoy the three-peat. Sort of talk about it now, but yeah, can't describe it right now. It was great.
Mike, you seem like a very different team than you did last weekend. Now, was that Mr. Dawson there? Was that a big reason for that?
You know what, Dawson is a big part of our team, but again, it comes from, like I say, the 23 guys in our locker room. And like I say, Dawson controls the pace of the game for us in the offensive end, but it's not on Dawson. It's on everybody, and everybody played their role tonight. And, you know, we're comfortable at home. We play well at home. We always have. Like I say, tonight play was a little different.
Was this the hardest one? The 3?
They're all hard. Like I say, they're all hard. You know, I think the format, obviously the format this year worked out in our favor, because we wouldn't be here even in this opportunity if it was the one and done, losing to Buffalo that first game again. So it was, like I say, we're happy the format was here for us this year, but like I say, it's tougher. They're all tough, but this one was different.
Question for Dan. You didn't get to participate in game 1, but then right out the gate, you were flying and didn't seem to miss a beat all game and mini game.
It was obviously hard for me to watch the game in Calgary last week, but it also puts a little bit of things in perspective and makes you appreciate the little things in life. That's the thing you take it from you really easily. So just want to make sure I was motivated tonight, and we have full trust in whoever's out there, regardless of who's injured.
What was the feeling on the bench when you guys went down?
The same feeling on the air, resiliency. Like it's kind of eerie actually. You look at our bench sometimes, and there's no helter skelter. This guy's not panicking, and we stick to the game plan. We believe in everything the coaching staff feeds us, and we just stick to that. And at the end of it, we believe if we execute that, we're going to be coming on top.
But Joe, your feelings, being from around the quite there in the mini game, you set up the first goal, you score the tying goal. Your feelings on it all?
You know, just to be down 2-0 with 5 minutes left. It was a tough spot for us, but again, just like Dan said, I think that just shows the heart of this team to claw back. We knew if we got the first one, the ball would start dropping, and we just took one shift at a time. And again, that just shows the heart of this team.
Now, Calgary also mentioned that this building is a bear to play in. Talk about that for a minute.
Well, we got great fans. We have the best fans in the league. This is a great venue for lacrosse, and we just play well at home. We feel really comfortable here, and that's on the fans. The fans make it tough.
Dan, can you talk about how this team is different at all than the team last year?
Mike said it the best. We don't even dwell on last year or the year before that. If you approach everything the same every year, it's different situations, different players. And I think for us, we wanted to make sure we took care of home floor throughout the playoffs, throughout the regular season. We did that. I think last year's championship was bittersweet that we did it on the road. This year we wanted to do it in front of our home fans and give them a little bit of an extra thank you for all they've done for us over the years.
Joe, we've got Victor, Minigame and Fairport all won today in the New York State playoff. Rochester seems so hot right now for lacrosse. Do you feel like the Knighthawks are having a positive impact? I mean, you guys are all about the community. We see it all throughout the season, and so just being a guy from this area, talk about, what you hope this is doing for lacrosse here in Rochester.
Yeah, and I take great pride, being a Nighthawk. I was a fan when I was a little kid. I've been going to games since I was a little kid. When I first started playing, watching the big guy over here. But you know what? It just shows, this is one of the hotbeds of lacrosse, and it's pretty cool to see the high school team succeed. I love seeing it, and this is just special to share with them too.
Coach, you mentioned that the transition isn't even as much part of your game as it was Calgary's, but there were some pretty big transition goals that you guys scored, particularly in the Game 2 situation. Were those just opportunities that came about and you took them?
Yeah, I'd say that our guys have a yellow light in the transition game. It's if it's there, and it's got to be there for us. Like I said, you guys are smart enough to read it, and we'll take those things out. There's no secret. We were 5-on-5 team, and that's where you want to play, and that's where we were successful. So.
Can we get a comment from Mike Kirk just about how the game looked tonight, kind of from the defensive perspective against a team with the kind of playmaking Calgary brings? The difference from last week?
Yeah, they're a heck of a team, all 5 guys football and out there. So, they jumped out in an early lead tonight and made a few adjustments right away and matched the intensity. But, as Hazen said, we're a 5-on-5 team. We like to battle that way and kind of work that forward from there.
I just asked Mr. Kirk about the job that he's done on goals. He has 62 goals this year.
Yeah, he seems to be able to put the ball in that from anywhere on the floor, behind the back, overhand, bounce. So, a little special attention to him, tonight, and especially in the overtime. But, when you have behind you to make those saves, it's always big.
Talk about Matt Vince also when he stops the shot right at the buzzer in the mini game to secure the win.
Yeah, he never quits, right? He makes big saves for us, through the whole game. So, a lot of people talk about our defense, but I think we have the best goal in the league, and a lot of credit goes to him.
Speaking of that last shot, I see Mike Hasen is holding what I believe is the game ball. The final. Did someone bring that to you, or did you pick that up yourself?
No, Mark, the referee did it to us as we were outside the room, so we'll give him credit for that one, and we'll hold on. There's always someone special tonight.
I figured there was a good story there. So let's continue with any further questions.
Can you describe it from the defensive perspective, that last 17 seconds? It seemed like they actually got 3 different shots on goal in that short amount of time.
Yeah, I have no idea what happened. I remember just trying to be as big as I could, take a lane and try and, block the shot off I could. But we got a lot of opportunities late, but made a big save and put it in the corner. So big win.
And then to flip that around to the offensive guys, Dan, Joe, how are you guys feeling sitting on the bench during those last 17 seconds, watching this flurry of activity with a 1-goal lead?
It was kind of like last year, same situation, and it just shows that's our team. That's our team. We know our D's gonna come up with a big stop. D's gonna make a big saves, and just very fitting, very fitting.
Mike, defense clearly wins championships, and I think all year long, your defense has been one of the most, fearless that I think I've seen. A lot of times it feels like doesn't have to necessarily make stops because you have guys who are willing to throw their bodies in front of shots and just kind of do that every week, and it's almost like a lot of it goes, no one talks about it. But I feel now people should be talking about it because that was an incredible offense you were up against. And to come out with a win like that, I think it's got to be, rewarding for your group. I mean, just talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, I think that's the way we like it. We, like to go under the radar a little bit and just kind of work hard and do the little things that we take away from every game. But, we always try and lead the team. That's what we always say defensively. And, we're going to try and direct this ship where it's going to go. So we set the tone early on. The offense guys will clearly follow us. So that's kind of been our mantra here.
For either Joe or Dan, in Game 2, were they pulling Mike Poulin a couple of times. How did that make you guys feel on offense, that you maybe got to him, or?
No, we can't control what their coach Steph does, so we played to both goalies, and I think they were just giving him a breather and thinking, hey, we're heading into overtime into that third game, so he just wanted to make sure his head was clear. It was like eating a new start, heading it over, and he might play well tonight, so.
Hey, Dan, last year, this is the big storyline. One of them was, will Dan Dawson finally get his first championship? This year, how was, your night before different, your day of different? You had one under the belt already. How was the night before, maybe the day of different this time around?
It's never really different. If you know me, I prepare myself, the same way, regardless if I'm playing or I'm not playing. And I've been blessed that I've been to this big dance 5 times, and I have a terrible record of 2 for 5. So I don't dwell on when I've lost. I've prepared the exact same time every 5 championship cups, and so nothing changes for me.
Any further questions? Yep, go ahead.
Question for Coach. Tonight, offensive contributions all around. Dan coming back, Joe doing his thing, but Keogh, Jameson, it seems like half the offensive players were making severe contributions. Just talk about, anybody that stood out in particular to you tonight that helped fuel us.
It's the same thing all year for us. It's any given night is going to be one. It's going to be all of them, and we needed all of them here tonight. We'll only get that kind of contribution. We know we're going to win, and tonight was all around. And so that's the way we play.
Mike, also, you and Calgary coach Kurt Milowski were teammates here for several years. What was it like for you coming back here, facing him on the other side for the Champions Cup?
What they say, it's, I think Mel said it best in the conference earlier, it's not about us, it's about these guys. I'm just happy to be a part of this group. And like I say, it's kind of a different generation now. Like say, it's not just me and Mouse, it's Troy and Teeter and Buffalo, and there's a bunch of us that play together against each other all through the years. It's just how the generations have gone now. So it's next. Our focus is Rochester, and what everybody else does is their business. But I'm just worried about these guys, and I'm just happy to be part of this group.
Coach Hasen, the moves that Kirk has made with the organization have been well documented over the years. And you and I spoke about a year and a half ago and talked about it at length again. And I guess put that in perspective now. As the success continues, I think looking back on some of those games, it makes it even more, intriguing what you've done. And if you can just comment on, how that's continued, the moves you've made in the past and the moves you continue to make to strengthen this organization.
Yeah, like I say, it's never, Kurt doesn't want to be complacent. He's not happy with what happened yesterday. It's always about what's going to happen next. And like I say, great teammates and a lot of them that got traded away that were, for me personally, hard to see happen. But hey, I said it last year, and I'll say it again, proof is in the pudding. He's doing a dynamite job.
Any further questions?